actually started the Paynton Zoo, and on his farm up here, he kept a number of animals.
We were having a holiday, we were having a break as well. I'd taken my budgerigar with me.
The story had it that when bureaucracy started going mad, he more or less said, "Bugger it, I'm not interested," and he let certain animals free.
I've got the budgie in the back, and suddenly he would cheep. Normally he would cheep. We're talking, he'd pick up, he'd cheep, and it was all, just like, I know what he sounds like normally. I've had him a long time, and suddenly he starts going mad, like squawking, like crying, like he's in pain. Yeah, it was just weird. I can't really explain this, but I cannot. I knew at the time. I didn't see anything at this particular moment in time, but I knew something was weird going on. The budgie is going mad. We're lost, and that's when I saw it. That's when I saw what I saw, and I saw it. I know I saw it.
Maybe that is what they call the beast of Dartmoor. Maybe that is what they call the beast of Dartmoor.
Ram is doing the map reading. I'm driving, and I've got the budgie in the cage in the back seat. Which way? Left, right, where are we? Oh, this must have been, I don't know, probably about midday.
Maybe that is what they call the beast of Dartmoor. Maybe that is what they call the beast of Dartmoor.
Then it all seemed to change.
Maybe that is what they call the beast of Dartmoor.
Then it all seemed to change.
Dartmoor is a natural habitat for that type of beast.
I've never seen anything like this in my life before. It's like, I know what I saw. It wasn't like it was a long way off. It's just like suddenly coming from the left-hand side out of the fields, there was probably a ditch there, and it just came up onto the road in front of us, stopped. We're talking maximum 20 feet away. Like right there in front of us. It just appeared on the road, stopped, turned and looked at us.
And he let certain animals free.
Then it all seemed to change.
And he let certain animals free.
April 97. April.
The story has it, he let certain animals free.
It didn't seem concerned at all. It stopped, turned, looked directly at me, turned again, turned its head and went over the road and then disappeared down a sort of gully, and I was scared to death. It looked at me, it knew we were there. I was scared to death. 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 I was scared to death.
Maybe that is what they call the beast of Dartmoor.
April 97. April.
Great-grandfather Whitley actually started the Paynton Zoo, and on his farm up here, he kept a number of animals.
I'd taken my budgerigar with me. It didn't seem concerned at all. It stopped, turned, looked directly at me, turned again, turned its head and went over the road and then disappeared down a sort of gully.